Yo, what's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and I have 5 picks for you on PrizePicks. So I say this in every video, but I'm literally just showing you guys, what I'm putting my own money on. So sometimes there's more value on underdog fantasy, sometimes there's more value on PrizePicks. Today, I was able to find some value on PrizePicks, so I'm going to take you through my 5 picks. So my first pick, which you can see right here, is Bam over 9 rebounds. Right, so I'm on Bam over 9 rebounds, and I got this play from the OddsJam odds screen. So what you're going to notice is Underdog as well as PrizePicks, they both have Bam's line at 9 rebounds. The other fantasy site, so No House Advantage is another fantasy site. It basically works exactly like PrizePicks. They have Bam's line at 9.5. So Underdog and PrizePicks are at 9. No House Advantage, as well as all the sports books, have Bam's line at 9.5 rebounds. Right, so PrizePicks is too low. Their line and Underdog, they're both below the market. Bam's rebound line has been moving higher. PrizePicks is too low, so we want to take the over. Right, so as a sharp bettor, you're looking for inefficiencies in the market. And I typically start out by looking for discrepancies between the different fantasy sites. So as an example, for Anthony Davis, all the books have his line at 13.5 rebounds. There's no major differences in the odds from book to book, so there's no value in the market, right? We don't want to touch this play with a 10-foot pole. So first play, Bam over 9 rebounds. Then what I ended up using is this tool right here. So it's called the OddsJam Fantasy Screen. It's currently free to use. So you just go to Screen, Fantasy Screen. It's free to use and it's in beta mode. But essentially, because PrizePicks is a unique platform in that they don't change your payouts, right? PrizePicks does not change your payouts based on you selecting over or under, right? Your payout does not change if you hit over or under on PrizePicks. So long story short, what you want to find is spots where one side, either the over or the under, is really heavily favored. So you can see here, for example, for Drew Holiday, we'd want to know, is he more likely to go over or under? So what you want to do as a data-driven, as a sharp sports bettor, is you want to look at sportsbook odds, right? So you're going to see for Grayson Allen, there's a points plus rebounds play, as well as points plus assists. Taylor Award to score a run is another example. So what you're going to notice is, for example, for Grayson Allen, over under 11.5 points plus assists, the fantasy screen is telling us to take the over because the over is a lot more likely to hit, 55.35%. Why is it 55.35% to hit? Well, look at the sports books, right? Caesars has the over really heavily favored at minus 163. FanDuel's a little less aggressive. They're only at minus 148. And then DraftKings and BetMGM have the over at minus 125. But long story short, all the books have Grayson Allen's over for points plus assists as the heavily favored outcome, right? So you're following the sportsbook data. You look at Rui Hachimura, all the sportsbooks have his under 13.5 points pretty heavily favored, around like minus 140 odds. So you can see it right here as well. This is called the OddsJam Positive EV tool. So you can find a lot of the plays there will be overlap between the fantasy screen and the Positive EV tool. But what you're going to see right here is all the books, right? They all have Rui's under as the heavily favored outcome. Under 13.5 points is around, minus 140 on most sports books, minus 144 on FanDuel, minus 143 on BetOnline. So the sports books are telling us, hey, he's a lot more likely to go under as opposed to over. So that's a great play to include in your PrizePicks entry. Rui under 13.5 points. And I know this is for the Lakers game. Well, this game is actually today. So this is for the Lakers game, but you can find value in the MLB. Taylor Award over half of a run. So to score a run, all the sportsbooks have his over heavily favored, right? So literally, I'm just following the data. So here are the plays I ended up locking in. Ward to score a run, Bam over 9 rebounds, Grayson Allen over 11.5 points plus assists, Tony Kemp over half of a base, Rui under 13.5 points. Most of these plays are just from the fantasy screen. So you're going to notice you just want to take the plays in green. The ones in yellow are kind of marginal. Anything over 54.25% is going to be profitable, but we have a little, so this play on Tony Kemp is technically still profitable on PrizePicks, but the yellow plays are kind of marginal. You usually don't want to include them, but this play is just due to rounding, right? OddsJam sets the floor at 54.3% to show the play in green. So this play is just a little marginally good. It's not as good as this Grayson Allen over 11.5 points play, but you're going to see all the sportsbooks have Tony Kemp's over heavily favored. So you just want to take the plays in green in general, or anything in yellow over 54.25%. And then you can see you want to avoid these plays in red, right? These plays in red, the sportsbooks have, one side heavily favored. So for Nylander, sportsbooks have his under 3.5 shots on goal around minus 130, but there's not enough juice. It's not like they have it, minus 150 or minus 145 like they do here. So we're just following the data in the market. Here's my 5-pick flex for today. Let's make money.